What's up guys, Darkstar here, bringing you a 2-for-1 map review. Now before I really get started on this, I need to apologize to all the people who have sent me messages to review maps. I'm a dumbass and I accidentally deleted all of the messages in my inbox for YouTube. I clicked the wrong thing, no excuses, I'm a dumbass, that's my excuse. I am a dumbass. So if you sent me a message to review a map and you haven't seen it done yet, please send it again. I'm not ignoring you, I'm not dissing you, I'm just a dumbass. So please help me be less of a dumbass and I will do the reviews for you. Anyway, this first map is Aftershock MX by ImpROBable with some help from Roman Soldier and Dragonface. Now watch up here. I hit that jump and landed right on top of Frederick 11 and rode him like a horsey. That was pretty epic. I win the Rodeo Clown Award of the day for that one. So ladies, Frederick 11 loves to be ridden like a horsey, just so you know. Yeah, this is a really cool motocross track. The aesthetics on it were excellent. The track layout was really creative. There's a 4-way collision section, which we did get a couple nice little crashes. I think one's coming up right here. But yeah, this track was cool. I had a lot of fun racing it. Most of the jumps were pretty consistent. One or two were a little awkward sometimes. But, you know, in a motocross track, it's really hard to get your jumps consistent when you're working natural terrain in. So I think they did a really good job with this. You know, ImpROBable is a pretty well-known forger, makes a lot of roller coasters, makes a lot of everything, really. But I've definitely done a few reviews for him in the past, and he's never sent me a junk map to review. And this map is definitely on par with a lot of his other stuff. But this map has a great overview. That rock tunnel with the lighting inside it looks really cool. I can't really think of anything I didn't like about it. This isn't a map that we could use in the ORL for a competitive race. We try to avoid the collision courses in our Supercross Motocross series. But everything else about it is great. And really, I had fun with the collision section. It didn't really ruin my race at all. And you know, it's meant to be fun. It's not meant to be super competitive when people put collision intersections on their tracks. So you know, you got to take that with a grain of salt. It is what it is. But you know, like I said, the aesthetics on this track were excellent. The track layout was really creative. The aesthetics, I just said aesthetics. I'm still a dumbass. Dumbass. But yeah, it's kind of a longer video and I'm running out of stuff to say in the commentary, so I'm just kind of blah, 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 yakety yakking. Because I've said all there is to say. Here's that rock tunnel again. A good look at it here with the yellow light and the purple light. It looks really pretty in there. Yeah. Cool, nice motocross. Drive your motorcycles on it. You can do all kinds of fun jumps and crashes and ride Frederick 11 like a horsey. Cause it's fun. So we're gonna move along here in a second. Last little overview. Alrighty then. Now this next track is called Hexor SX, forged by Roman Soldier. Very similar aesthetically to a map we did a race on earlier this season in the ORL called Sky High MX. Really the only relationship they have, it's a similar layout. This one has several more sections. The main thing that makes me think of it is that he used a grid for the ground, which on one hand is a great way to save on budget and keep your piece inventory up. You know, like if you lay this all out with Coliseum walls, you use up a bunch of walls, and you'd have less to work with aesthetically. On the other hand, I don't like the way the grid looks as a floor. You know, you can see the underside of all the edges of the jumps and the berms. Sometimes it makes planning your entry and exit on a berm difficult because it just looks like you're going to hit big bumps. So aesthetically, I don't care for it. You know, as far as forge efficiency goes, it works well. But you know, like I said, I don't think it looks that good when people use the grid as the floor for a motocross track like this. And with that being said, you know, the main reason one might do it would be to save pieces to use for aesthetics. But unfortunately, this track is almost completely lacking aesthetics, which, you know, doesn't really matter. It's still a fun race, but, you know, overall, you know, having pretty stuff to look at while you're racing, you know, like, it's not about having stuff to look at while you're racing. It's about having the track kind of immerse you in the race to where you feel like you're in a race on a racetrack, you know, in a specific place, not just jumping on blocks, you know, riding between Coliseum walls and dishes for the berms. You know, like, if you have good aesthetics, it kind of takes you out of Forge World for a second. You forget that you're playing on the same freaking Forge World map that you play on 100 times a day, every day. So for me, that's what I try to do with aesthetics when I make maps. But like I said, this map is kind of devoid of aesthetics, but it didn't hurt the race. It was a fun race. Right there, I just took J-Dog out like a pro. Took the lead because I'm a beast. Yeah. Sorry, J-Dog. I love you, buddy. But yeah, this jump was pretty. This track. Still a dumbass. This track was pretty consistent. I didn't really have any major problems with the jumps. The berms worked fairly well. They weren't awesome, but they did work pretty well. You could keep a good deal of speed on them. But overall, it's pretty atypical Supercross track. I would have loved to have these walls lowered so that you can actually see what's going on in the lane next to you. You know, you can put safeties up in the places where you need them, where the jumps might, you know, give players an opportunity to jump over into the next lane and either troll oncoming traffic or try and cheat the track. But I like visibility on a track. I like when I can see where the other drivers are in a race. It helps you just, you know, plan your next move and know what's going on. But that's pretty much it. Like I said, Hexor SX by Roman Soldier 35. Really fun track. Not a whole lot to look at, but the race was great on it. So that's going to be about it for today. And like I said, you guys, sorry if I deleted one of your messages and you sent me a track to review. I'm not dissing you. I'm not ignoring you. I'm just a dumbass and deleted all my messages. So please send them again, and I'll get to them as soon as I can, guys. All right, thanks for watching. Darkstar out. Peace.